like this one, like a string. Yes, and our story's name is Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin, it's a very long. You will know what does Rumpelstiltskin mean later on after our story. So are you ready now? Hello. So let's have our story for tonight. Once upon a time, there was a poor miller who had a very clever daughter. Yes, very clever daughter. The miller was so proud of her that he was always boasting about her. One day, he even boasted about her to the king. He said, "My daughter is so clever that she can spin a straw into gold." Wow! So the king was curious. I want to see your daughter. So the king did not believe the miller until he put the girl into the palace, in a room into the palace. He did not believe the miller, but the king loved gold. So he commanded the daughter to come to his palace and led her to a room with a spinning wheel and a pile of straw. Yeah, pile of straw like, hey, spin this into gold by morning or you will die. And he locked her in. Oh no! The daughter was very frightened. I can't spin straw into gold, she said, and she cried, cried, and cried. Suddenly, the door crashed open. And in came a funny little man. Here I am, he said. Now, what will you give if I spin the straw into gold for you? The daughter was surprised, but she doesn't want to die. So she said, I will give you my necklace, said the daughter, staring at him. The funny little man went to the spinning wheel and started to spin. He worked away all through the night, and by morning, he had spun all the straw into gold. Wow! It's fine gold thread. But then he disappeared. Uh-oh. When the king came in, he was surprised but very pleased to see all the gold. He led the daughter to a bigger room with a spinning wheel and, oh no, a bigger pile of straw. Yes. Now, spin this into gold by morning or you will die. and he locked her in. Oh no, again the daughter sat down and she was very scared. She cried and cried again, but soon the door opened and in came the little man, the funny man. What will you give me if I spin this bigger pile of straw into gold for you? He asked. I will give you my ring, said the daughter, and the little man snatched it from her. And yes, the little man went to the spinning wheel and began to spin. By morning, he had spun all the straw into gold. Then he disappeared. When the king came in, he was more surprised and more I'm sorry, there's like an internet problem. Okay, so I will share my screen one more time and let's continue the storytelling. Yeah, so the king came in and he was more surprised and more pleased to see all the gold. But the king was very greedy. He wanted even more. He wants to see all over the room gold and his palace full of gold. So he led the daughter to a bigger room with an even bigger pile of straw. Spin this into gold by morning, or you will die, he said, and he locked her in. The daughter once again sat down and cried. But soon the funny little man came in. Now, what will you give me if I spin this even bigger pile of straw into gold for you? He asked. I have nothing left, said the daughter. So the funny man think, and he said, then promised me to give me your first baby when you are queen, said the little man. And the daughter think, that may never happen because I may not be the queen, she said. But still, she doesn't want to die, so she promised and said, okay, she said. So now, what will happen next? The king was very happy. The little man went to the spinning wheel and worked all night. Then he disappeared. So he turned the straw into a bigger pile. And the king says, marry me, and we will be rich. We will always be rich, he said to the daughter. Soon there was a grand royal wedding, and she became a queen. Oh, now they are very happy. When the queen's first baby was born, she was very happy. She forgot her promise to the little man. So now the little man came in and reminded her. The queen cried and cried until at last the little man said, "If you can tell me my name in 3 days, you may keep your child." Then he disappeared. Yes, all day and night, all day, all night, the queen sat thinking of all the names she knew, and she sent all the messengers around the country to find lots of new ones. The next day, when the little man came in, she said, "Is it Tom or John or Henry?" "No, you are wrong," said the little man. On the next day, when the little man came in, she tried to think of different names. "Is it Bandy Legs? Oh, or Crookshanks? Or Booglehead?" she asked. "No, you are wrong," said the little man. "If you can't tell me my name tomorrow, I'll take the baby," said the little man. "Oh no!" The queen was really worried. But the next morning, early morning, a messenger came to the queen. "I have no more names for you," he said. "But when I was in the forest, I saw a funny little man. He was singing, 'Soon the baby I will claim, for Rumpelstiltskin is my name.'" "That is the song," he said. "Oh, thank you," said the queen happily. And when the little man came in, she said, She pretends that she doesn't know his name." And she said, "Is your name Mick? Or Nick? Or is it Rumpelstiltskin?" And the little man was so angry. "Someone told you!" the little man shouted, and he stomped so hard with rage. His foot went through the floor, and he had to pull it out again. Then he ran away, and he was never, ever seen again. And that is the end of our story. The queen, the king, and the baby lived happily after Rumpelstiltskin went away. Yes, and that is the end of our story for tonight.